This is Kyle with Pro Drain and Router Service recording video at 24711 Southwest Nodaway Lane in Wilsonville, Oregon. We are doing some descaling. We couldn't get out this far from this roof vent. It is a 3-inch roof vent that we're going from, but this is going to be the exterior clean out. So we almost got out this far. If any other more work is going to be done, then the lower toilet would have to be pulled and descaled from there. But that will have to be done at a later date. So we'll begin our pulling back. We're pulling back to this. So the clean out is going to be right above us, right in front of us. And so we weren't able to quite get this far, but the blockage was back at about 20 feet. And we ran our jet through this several times. But again, the initial blockage is back at about 20 feet. And it's hard to tell here if this is a broken section of pipe at the bottom or if this is just the scale buildup on the sides of the pipe there. So you can kind of start to see here, this is about where we got. It's about 30 feet up on the bottom of this stack. You can see this darker section of the pipe where the big chunky scale was knocked off. But this here, at this joint here, is where the blockage is happening, I believe. And it's at this turn, because even it's difficult to get the camera, because it's picking up another line. And so the camera even just hits the wall straight ahead, and it's kind of tricky to get the camera to get downstream from here. But this is where the blockage was upstairs, or I guess from the upstairs, I would assume. They are pretty low flow toilets, and they are wall mounted toilets. We did zero this out at the bottom of the stack, where it also sweeps into a line, which is going to be right here. Another reason this is kind of difficult to do from this roof vent. And we'll pull up and out of this roof vent here. So here we are at this roof vent. This is on the front left corner. And we will pause it here and go down to the clean out in the backyard that goes to the septic. Alright, we did jet this lower section first and get it all cleaned out. So we weren't going to have any backups happen. I haven't looked at it since we jetted from that roof vent out. So we're pushing down this 4-inch cast iron clean out on the back patio. This line does transition out to a 4-inch ABS line. And there is a pretty large belly out there, and that's what we were trying to forward flush out. Because all the scale, even with a lot of running water, ends up building up in that belly. So here's that transition here. I did mark where this line starts. So with not a whole lot of water running, it doesn't look like there's too much here. Actually, there's quite a bit here. So what I'll do is we'll end up jetting this out. So I'll pause the video because this is basically right before the inlet to the septic. It's going to be right there. So it's a pretty good belly, but we will we'll pause this video and go get the jet and jet the rest of this stuff out. This is all that loose scale from forward flushing the line inside, and this is just kind of what ended up sitting in this belly. A lot of it's already down on the bottom of the septic, so we'll pause it here. All right, we were running this jet through this quite a few times here, and ran a bunch of water with the jet hose to try to flush all this stuff out. So we'll see how good it looks. I think it should be pretty clear. As you can see, this is that belly, and there's going to be some stuff at the bottom. There's just no way around that, unfortunately, with this real big belly. So, and it's right there at the entrance to the septic. And that is going to conclude our video.